The next flag we will be talking about is the Satire Flag. Just a little bit about the Satire Flag. The Satire Flag is the national flag of Scotland. The word satire means a cross with diagonal bars with equal length. This is exactly the symbol on the Satire Flag. The national flag of Scotland is made up of a white satire, aka St. Andrew's Cross, on a blue background. It was first hoisted in 1512 and is known to be one of the oldest flags in the world still in use today. That makes the flag about 500 years old. But what is more impressive is that the icon/emblem dates back to about the 13th and 14th century. The first statue was made in 1388, where it was approved as the flag/badge of the Scottish people. The first historical reference of the satire being on the Scottish flag occurred in 1503. Behind most Scottish symbols, there's a rich and colorful history. And why this particular design was picked to appear on the flag of Scotland is definitely no exception. So the origin of the flag. The origin actually goes way back to the time of Jesus Christ. In 60 AD, St. Andrew, the patron saint of Scotland, was said to be one of Jesus' apostles. He was to be crucified that year and felt that he was not worthy enough to be crucified on a cross that looked similar to the one Jesus was crucified on. Instead, he was hung on a satire, a diagonal cross. The second part of the legend happened in 832 AD. It's said that the night before, the Pictish King Angus II led his forces into battle against the English King Aethelstan's army of Angles and Saxons. King Angus had a vision or dream. In his vision, he saw St. Andrew and was promised triumph in battle. Early the next morning, Angus's troops were awestruck by the sight of a huge white satire cross shining against the background of a bright blue sky. And the rest is history. So let's scroll down a bit and we will look at the history of the flag. The first illustration of the satire appeared in the 16th century. There was actually a lot of controversy surrounding the shade of the blue being used on the flag. Originally sky blue, and then in the 17th century manufacturers were making the flag a navy blue. Nobody ever selected the same shade of blue, and the blue was never agreed on until about 2003. The situation came to an end in that same year when a Scottish parliamentary committee officially recommended that the shade of blue on the Scottish Satire Flag become standardized, the shade chosen being Pantone 300. The Satire Flag is the one that is flown on all buildings and carried by Scottish international teams in competitions. Fun fact, if you visit the Satire Memorial at Stanford in East Lothian, Scotland, you will see the flag flown every single day. And if we scroll down a bit further, we can see this is exactly what it looks like. This picture I just thought was very cool. And you can see that this flag is flown from a Scottish castle, which is very cool too. So that concludes the Satire Flag.